for the first time in the session. Judges, parliamentarian, PL, please give me a signal to indicate that you are right. Senators, we have come today to discuss if we should ban direct-to-consumer advertising of prescription drugs. This means that we will stop showing commercials, billboards, and many other ways of advertising prescription drugs. Senators, we need to affirm this bill for two main reasons. And my first reason is that DTC prescription drug ads encourage over-medication. And my second reason, my first reason is that they promote drugs before long-term safety, before information is known. And my second reason is that prescription drug ads promote drugs that promote over-medication. So starting off with my first reason about how they promote medication. So according to a April 2013 survey, 68% of doctors agree that prescription drug ads are marketed before safety profiles can be known. Although the FDA does not approve drugs before they air on TV or radio, 50% of consumers surveyed thought DTC prescription drug ads were approved by the government. 43% of consumers surveyed thought that the drug has to be 100% safe before advertised, but not all drugs have completed long-term trials before advertising begins. A certain drug, Vioxx, was advertised and it was requested by patients and prescribed from 1999 to 2004 for arthritis and pain relief before being withdrawn from the market for causing strokes and heart attacks. Vioxx was listed as the primary suspected cause of death in 4,540 mortalities in January 1st, 1999 to June 30, 2005. Other drugs like for arthritis, for sleeping aid, for ADHD, for pain relief, and for irritable bowel syndrome have been taken off the market because of safety reasons. So, Senators, as you can see, these drug ads just assumes that the drugs are safe, protective, and they don't even consider the long-term goal, what will happen in the long term. And these long terms have proven that it is not safe for our nation and for the future. So now moving on to my second reason about how DTC drug ads misinform patients. 63% of physicians surveyed in April 2013 believe DTC prescription drug ads misinform patients, and 74% believe that DTC prescription drug ads overemphasize the benefits of the drugs, resulting in misinformed patients. According to a study published in September 2013, issue of the Journal of General Internal Medicine, 60% of claims made in DTC prescription drug ads aired from 2008 to 2010 left out important information. Exaggerated information provided opinions or made meaningless associations with life. So, Senators, as you can see, these DTC prescription drug ads are not something that we should keep. That is not something that is trustworthy and does not help us at all. It misleads us in the wrong direction, and in order to keep our nation safe and healthy, we need to put an end to this. Thank you, and I'm now open to any cross-examination questions.
All right, that was 3 minutes and 4 seconds. Questions for Senator Karim?
Senator, don't DTC ad prescribed drugs help the patients have a deeper understanding of exactly what illness they have?
Senator, that might be a good point, but they over-exaggerate it too much to a point where the consumer is technically forced to buy the drug because they see the ads and it's at an emotional level, so they think that they need it, but it's proven to be ineffective.
Senator, don't you think it's the government's responsibility to make sure that the drugs are approved before advertising? So why to ban advertising that can improve the quality of advertisements?
Senator, that's an excellent point. However, the government they actually don't approve this. The government doesn't approve this drug because, as shown in my evidence, it doesn't approve this, and also the long-term effect is not helpful. And if they do approve this, they don't consider the long-term benefits. So therefore, this drug is misleading and shows wrong information.
Yeah, but that's the problem. We are saying, why should we approve the drugs so we can change the law by making sure that drugs are approved before they're advertised?
That might be a good point, but however, if we reform this, then if the government still approves this, then we don't we don't actually know what the long term will be because that hasn't happened yet. So if the government wants to approve this, then they have to make sure that the long term effect is effective.
Aren't there studies that show that because of direct advertising, consumers are more informed and people consult their doctors more?
That is true. However, they consult to a point where the doctors are no longer needed and they don't really need the doctor's help anymore because all they need is a drug. But this is not they might ask the doctor for help, but it's not as, but it's proven to be it's been proven to be like ineffective. It hasn't helped at all. It's actually shown negative side effects as shown as the examples brought up.
Thank you, Senator.